guys. So, but I always like seeing the players have an opportunity to thank the fans, and especially here the pit crew and the people who have followed us all year. So it was a good win for our team. Really battled back in the second half. Really made some plays. I thought Oregon State's effort was outstanding in the first half, and in the second half they just didn't hit the shots that they did in the first half. But it was a good win for us. Now we just got to get back, and we'll have a couple days here to get Dot healthy, and DA gave us some great minutes. Man, what a difference he made. And so now we'll just rest a few days and start Monday getting ready for our road swing.
You have an update on Damien?
He just took a really fall, and he worked hard to try to get it loosened up to go, but he couldn't move. It's in his hip and his rear end, so I don't know. We're fortunate we got a week, because I don't think he'd play Saturday. He's going to be stiff and sore for the next few days.
With the emotion of senior day, how much do you think that might have factored into the second half?
Oh, I'm sure it was a big part of it. The guys, we got, I'm very biased, but I think we got good guys, and at halftime you could see, how disappointed they were, and didn't want to disappoint their families who had flown in, and so no, I think that had a lot to do with it. We're still in the conference race, and I reminded them of that, and we had a lot to play for, and we weren't very sharp, and you go 3 for 8 from the free throw line, and one was a front end, so you're basically 3 for 9 from the free throw line, and I'm not sure how many shots, 3 or 4, we had right under the basket. We didn't finish, and so and Nelson was really good. I mean, he was really on tonight. He had 22 at half and ended up with 31. We couldn't stop him. So he was really good.
Was that as good a stretch as you've seen out of Tony Woods there in the second half?
Well, we had that zone so spread out. Once we hit a couple threes. Carlos hit one, DA hit one. Then the zone really stretched out, and then we had some places to throw it. They were set pretty tight for a long time, because we only went 5 for 16, but the zone was pretty tight until we hit a couple threes, and we got it spread out, and then Tony really took his time, and we finished some plays inside. We just hadn't finished any of those in the first half. We got the ball inside 3 or 4 times really good, but we didn't finish any of them. And then the free throws, the second half, we go 21 of 25, and what do we shoot? Yeah, free throws 21 of 25 second half. So.
Dan, what'd you do defensively different on Nelson in the second half?
Well, I thought our awareness was better on him. He got some curls in that first half and got to the basket. I thought we did a little better job helping there. We did not do a good job of hedging those picks and making him give it up. When a guy gets on a roll like that, you got to make somebody else make a play, and we didn't do a very good job of that in the first half. I thought we did a much better job in the second half.
You guys are now 6-1 in tactical play with trailing at the half. What is it about your guys that you think turns around for them after intermission?
I'm not sure. I guess it's just poor preparation for the first half. But our guys are competitors, and that's always a quality you look for. I don't think we've ever been in half, and we've been down double digits, that we've ever panicked. I've been upset and I've challenged them, but I'm not sure we were ever in a panic. But our efforts definitely have been better in the second half, which surprises me, because the guys know what's on the line and their preparation should be a little bit better.
Was 12 minutes about what you had in mind for DA?
We were 10 to 12 is what we had. Then Johnny's foul trouble. So I wanted to try to get to the 8-minute mark with DA, and then was hoping like heck I didn't have to use him again. And we were fortunate Johnny didn't get that 5th foul, because I'd had a decision to make whether to go to Willie, put DA in for a couple more minutes and see if we could get the lead extended a little bit more. So I'm glad Johnny didn't put us in that position.
You always like to go inside, but does it even increase when you got into foul trouble like that?
Yeah, sure. It did. And like I said, the zone got spread out, Bob, so it really gave us an opportunity. We wanted to go inside the first half, and we missed a number of shots, but the zone wasn't spread nearly as much as it was that second half.
Big games, the last two games for both Lloyd and Woods. What have you seen out of them, or what's it like for you to even see them come around finally after some struggles all year?
Well, part of Tony's we don't give him the ball enough. He didn't ask for it enough, but we don't get it in there enough to him. And Johnny, Johnny wants to make plays, and for him to go 4 for 9 and getting double figures again, 3 assists, no turnovers, 4 steals. He's battled hard, and he's going to have a big week for us next week. I'm hoping by the conference tournament we can keep inching those minutes up for DA. But Johnny's going to have a big week for us next week. We'll be splitting time maybe a little bit more, but Johnny's doing a great job, and we've got to bring DA along slowly. He's been out 5 weeks. You just can't throw him out there. We'll bring him along slowly in practice and slowly in games.
Your last question for
Kind
Coach.
of touched on it. What kind of lift did DA give you, especially, hit the shot that I think gave you guys the lead to do it?
Well, I just think that, just his personality, his competitiveness. He goes 2 for 3 after not playing. He had the 1 turnover in the first half where he tried throwing a one-handed pass that wasn't good. But other than that, he tried to guard. He blocked out a couple times. So I thought his 12 minutes, were really good. And, the 2 threes, we only hit 5, so his 2 threes were pretty big and spreading that zone out, 1 in the first half, 1 in the second. He's just a threat, and he's shooting now with these 2 way over 50% in conference play from 3. So that's a big threat. He came in tonight's game in the 6 conference games. He was 50% and went 2 for 2 tonight. So those are big shots.
Questions for the guys?
EJ, when you fed for those 3 dunks, I think on consecutive possessions, things you were seeing, or were you guys really wanting to get inside to Tony with their foul trouble?
I just saw Tony really getting good position down low. So he did a great job of sealing his guy, and after that first one, I saw the look in his face, and I was like, hey, we got to go back to that. And he kept on doing it, and he got 2 more easy ones. So those are big plays for us down the stretch.
Tony, when you guys seem particularly fired up after taking that charge in the second half, and made a nice run after that. Again, just Altman described it, kind of the zone opening up after you guys hit a few shots, but one of your most productive games inside had to feel nice.
Yeah, it was big for us attacking the zone in the second half, driving a little bit passive in the first half, I think, with the zone, and we were much better. I think we're always better driving at the basket, making plays for each other.
EJ, you've been here longer than any of the other seniors. Being down at the half, was it like almost unthinkable to think that you could lose to Oregon State in the final home game?
Nah, I knew we were going to win. We were down by 6 at their place, and we were down by 7. I think it was 7 at our place. But I had full confidence in our guys. I knew we would regroup in the second half, and we did. We came out and played really good on defense, got some turnovers, and we executed offensively. So, obviously, it was. I knew that we would come back, and I wasn't really that worried.
EJ, you guys are now 6-1 in Pac-12 play. Trailing at the half, and you said you knew you guys were going to win. What is it about you guys that can keep doing that and keep instilling that confidence that you'll be able to come back?
That's not what we want to do. We would like to be up at half, but I think just our senior leadership in the second half is really, really, really good, and just we all stepped up, and we've been making plays down the stretch, and we just got to switch that. We got to start earlier. We got to keep on getting after our guys. We got to have better starts, especially these last 2 games away at Colorado and Utah, we got to start better. So it's not something we want to do coming back all the time.
Carlos, can you talk about the league race? I mean, you lost what it dropped you to second, you win, now you're ahead, I guess, at least until UCLA plays.
Well, I mean, I know that, I mean, we've been in a stretch where we have lost like 3 in a row. I mean, it's all about like jumping back or bouncing back and making sure that we stay with that positive energy. I mean, like EJ said, us as seniors are pretty good at bouncing back and making sure that we're all good to go.
Carlos, what's been the difference for you in the last couple games? Scoring a lot more.
I feel like I've just been a lot more comfortable out there, just being able to just take in everything, like all the energy, all the criticism, everything that's going on around me, and just shut it out and just focus on playing.
Arsalan, you finished your career on another double-double here in the home crowd. How's that make you feel, finishing in front of the crowd?
And it feels good, and I'm glad to finish with the win. And that was the most important part, but we still have 2 games to go, and that's our plan, to win the Pac-12 regular season. And I mean, this wasn't just another game that we had to win it to stay on the top of the league, and I'm glad we did.
Tony, back-to-back big games for you. Your coach just told us it was mainly about just getting you touches, but is there anything else that's really helped you open up the last couple of games?
No, I think that's the biggest thing, is getting me touches and getting involved in the game. Any player, when you get the ball and score, you're more energized, more into the game and looking to do more stuff. So I think that was the biggest thing, just get more touches.
How did the offense feel when Dominic got back out there with you guys?
I'm not sure that I played with Dominic a lot on the floor. I don't remember playing a lot with him.
Were you out there, EJ, with him? When he was, I mean, he only played 12 minutes. But.
Yeah, he didn't play that much, but obviously he's been a great player for us early on. It's going to take a little bit for him to get back in shape and kind of get back in the groove, but we all know he's a great player, and hopefully he can come back and give us some more minutes against Colorado and Utah.
When Davey went down, did you take it on yourself to become more of a scoring threat, to go out there and kind of pick up the load?
When Damian went down, it kind of more frustrated me than anything, because I know Damian is definitely a great basketball player. I mean, top freshman in the country. So, I mean, I guess I just wanted to take the game and put it into his shoes and play through him, play through his pain, because I know he'd want to go out there and continue to play if he could.
Was there a moment in the second half or stretch when you guys felt the momentum, like you could run away with the game?
I mean, I could always continue to go back to EJ. Like I said, the second half, I just knew we were just going to come and just run them over. I just had confidence within all of us that we would come back and win this game.
You guys put together a nice run and then had a lead, but you just kind of held on to the stretch. In those final few minutes, did you kind of get one last look around at the fans and the building and soak it in, or were you just still focused on the game until over?
I definitely took a look around, not when the game was going on, but coming out of timeouts and stuff, I really soaked it in, and playing in front of this crowd was great. I thought they helped us in the second half a lot. When we got some turnovers, they really picked us up and kind of got our defense going. So it was a great night, great game tonight, and great crowd. I think the crowd was great tonight, and I soaked it up definitely.
How did Moreland's offensive foul and technical foul affect you guys?
Yeah, I guess I'll speak to the charge definitely got us going. And when you do things like that, it's kind of contagious and catches fire with other guys. I believe we got another charge a couple of possessions after that. So that definitely got us going. And the other play you mentioned, what was that?
Well, it was the technical foul right after that Moreland got right after the charge.
Oh yeah, those are big energy plays for us. They get us going, give us the ball, and 2 shots. So huge for us.
you hit your head on that play, or what was the? You had to go to the bench for a couple minutes.
Oh, I just got the wind knocked out of me. Took a knee to the chest on the charge.